I'm here with the Dead South in Altoona, Pennsylvania, where it's all happening.
It's like Delaware.
Yeah. Where? So you guys had trouble at the border.
It's so.
Yeah.
A little bit.
What kind of trouble are we talking about?
We're talking like guns and knives.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Explosive. Deer skulls too. Stumps.
Well, they actually it was a paperwork problem, but in that process they ended up stealing our tree trunk that we put our sign in.
Yeah.
And they took my knife too.
Didn't want you to do any damage down here.
Yeah, they said they'd give it back to me when they released us, but they didn't.
Oh, that sucks.
They lied.
So you had some time off while you were waiting.
Yeah.
That must have sucked because you didn't want to go anywhere, right?
Yeah, we were kind of
Case it-
curious or like kind of lost what to do. Well, we had some stuff to figure out, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We had some planning and calling and organizing to do.
But you did some writing as well.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple new songs in the works right now.
What's cool, because when we got to Nashville, somebody reached out to us who works at Zach Brown's recording studio called Southern Ground, and we just happened to have 2 songs kind of like freshly arranged to try out in the studio.
Cool.
So that's kind of a cool thing.
New album coming up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure when, but we got a couple more songs to go through yet. But yeah, there's something coming.
Are you going to write them all, go to the studio and do the whole thing, or are you just going to pick at it here and there?
Yeah, we kind of like to usually just like have a couple songs, get a couple good, try them out live, play them a whole bunch, and then oftentimes when playing them live, we'll make adjustments when we come back home afterwards, and then we'll work on a couple more songs, try those ones out live, and then repeat that process until we get like a full collection of songs that have been tried, tested, and true, and we'll go record them.
Cool. I asked you guys this last night, but musically, is there a direction change with the new members? You got a couple more fingers in the pie.
Right.
You know, do you notice a change, or is it natural, just progressively getting different, or do you think it's pretty much the same?
I think our sound for the most part is going to be pretty similar because we have the same instrumentation still, but just different
New ideas,
flavors
I
and
guess.
ideas
Yeah.
are being brought to the table now.
Absolutely.
Which might, I don't know, contribute to a few differences down the road. It's a little early to tell yet, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Exciting, either way.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the major differences between touring here in the States as opposed to, well, you haven't toured here very long, so the States and Canada as opposed to overseas?
I would say there's actually a difference between the States and
All
Canada
three,
and
yeah.
overseas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So far, my experience with the States is like you come here and everyone's already seen a banjo and they've already heard bluegrass music and country music and folk music and they seem to be really excited about hearing this new kind of style that we've brought down here from Canada. I don't know exactly how you'd call our kind of music, but people are
That's a good thing.
People are like seem to be really passionate about it. Whereas in Europe, when we go over there, it's the banjo is a pretty fresh new instrument to them, and they haven't really heard much bluegrass or country sometimes, except for certain parts. But yeah, it's all just like.
Yeah, they get excited that you're bringing more authentic music to them. Instead of like Germans playing bluegrass, they prefer Canadians coming over and playing bluegrass.
Right.
That's what a lot of people have said. They're like, because I don't know, we asked like, why are you guys so into us? They're like, well, you guys are bringing some authentic music to us, which we really appreciate.
Cool.
Yeah. And in the States, it's just a lot hotter.
I love it.
Yeah, it's warm. There's more, like, everything's condensed, whereas Canada, we have to drive 12 hours for a show sometimes. And it could be minus 50 the whole way there. Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
The audiences in the States so far, because it's our first time here and we didn't really promo this tour a whole lot, so the people that are showing up to the shows, like last night for example, I think there were more people from outside of the town than those living there, which goes to show that a lot of like really diehard fans are coming out of their way to make it to these shows and filling these rooms, whereas like back home and in Europe, the people filling the rooms are the people that are already there and have already been listening to us a little bit.
You guys ever considered a documentary on touring?
Absolutely. I've totally like brought that up before, and I've been shut down because like they don't want to see what we do in the van. Like as jokes, you know. But it does have its moments, and there should be stuff that's captured and shared with the world because there's some funny people that we hang out with. And moments that should be seen.
We've all seen the snippets, the backstage tour documentaries. Lots of bands have done it before. I think there's a time and place for it. It might happen. So.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
I'd be very excited to see that. How do you guys get ready for a show? How do you prepare? Like when you get to the venue, what do you do?
Eric lifts up his shirt and we all rub his nipples a couple of times down.
Yeah, definitely.
That's standard.
Yeah.
Actually, a new thing that we started doing on this tour is we'll get in, do sound check, do all that stuff, and then if there's any time, we have skateboards in our truck, and we'll take a quick rip around the neighborhood, kind of get a little bit loose and see. Because I mean, you get into a city at like 5 p.m. you play your show, and then you leave the next morning. You don't see any of it.
Right.
So I know it's kind of a random thing.
This is going to be a little plug, but Pro Tour
Nutrition
provided us with a bunch of supplements to go on the road. So I've been taking pre-show little capsules and hair growth capsules.
Yeah, they got Sleep Easy, they got
Smooth
Mood,
Jazz.
Yeah. Got
all
all
this other
kinds
stuff.
of
So we've been kind of taking some supplements and it's been helping us out too. I didn't take a pre-show last night, and I could tell.
Really?
I felt really tired going up on there tonight to like wait for the energy to come.
Have you ever done a show without your uniforms?
In the beginning, before we had them, really.
Yeah, the first few, but once the white shirts and suspenders came on, they didn't come off.
So you're like Kiss. If you were to take the makeup off, nobody would come and see you.
Well, no one would know who you are.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Like that sounds familiar. It's a good cover band, but like,
There was a
they're almost as good as the real band.
There's a show in West Virginia where people show up and dress up like us. And after the show, like these guys look quite a bit like, they had the beard, and there was a girl that made the dress, and people would go up to this guy, and like he'd come up to us and he's like, somebody else thought that I was you guys, and I didn't correct him.
Yeah,
all
the amount of
these
drinks
fans.
that those guys got
People,
bought that night was
People
uncanny.
dress, so it's kind of a thing. Like people like dressing up like us, and it's kind of a neat thing.
After that show, I made them go on stage and hold the instruments.
Yeah.
And I stood in the crowd, was like taking pictures and stuff.
Is it a pain in the ass traveling with all the? Because I'm sure you got to iron your shirts, and is that a whole other thing?
No, the ironing and stuff isn't. It's the sweating in your clothes, throwing it into a hot vehicle, and hoping it dries by the time you get there, and that it doesn't smell so bad that you can't wear it.
Right.
So, Mr. Stacy Martin over there, he's introduced us to the vodka in spray bottles, which we're going to try out today. It kills odors. Yeah.
It's
Trick of the theater.
And it's delicious.
And it's delicious.
It's just hard to keep your show
Spray a
wear
little on
clean.
your clothes, spray a little in your juice.
Yeah.
There you go.
A little in the beard.
Any ideas for the next video? You guys have some awesome videos. Any?
We got 2 coming up.
Okay.
We're going to do it in October. We're going to base them. Well, one of them is going to be shot around a little town called Kuroki, Saskatchewan. I'm not sure which video yet exactly. Probably the Massacre of El Kuroki if we're doing that one.
Yeah.
And we're not sure exactly what's going to go on with that yet, but we're excited to get into it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we're doing it with the same guy, Zach Wilson.
Awesome.
Films.
Yeah. And he's out of.
China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. If you had to pick any celebrity to be in your video as a cameo, who would it be? I'll let you each pick.
Boy, I haven't thought about that. That's a new question.
Johnny Depp doing cocaine.
I'd watch that.
Video.
Just that's the whole video, and you
Yeah,
guys
just
provide the
standing
soundtrack.
there watching him, and he's just doing lots of cocaine. No, I don't know. That's a good question, man.
I'd probably have Geddy Lee play the cello.
That would be awesome.
Oh man, it's just tight black pants
With his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, with his feet.
I'd probably have Emmylou Harris, she'd be like the star of some Western video that we were doing or something, and she'd be like super badass and like kicking ass and taking names. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Is that the slogan?
You know what? Clint Eastwood.
I was thinking Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, I think that'd
That's
be
what I was
awesome.
gonna say.
Yeah, just especially now he's just this old,
Just
angry
yelling at
old
kids.
man. Yeah,
Old
just,
leather.
yeah,
catcher's
just
mitt in there,
say,
yes.
yeah. I think that'd be awesome.
I would also love a video centered around rhubarb.
That would be
Rhubarb,
awesome.
Yeah, he's
Rhubarb started to make appearances in videos.
We can come over and talk too. Don't be afraid.
Let's have an intimate moment section with Rhubarb.
What do you guys listen to while you're touring? I mean, do you have a CD player in your Dodge Caravan, or?
Yeah, there's a CD player in there. Haven't been used yet. Been doing podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Lots of podcasts. But besides that, we listen to a lot of Saskatchewan music, a lot.
Yeah.
And then the mix goes on from there.
Yeah, lots of Saskatchewan music. Lots of times we'll pick up music on the road as well from bands that we meet that are playing on the stage with us or at festivals or whatnot, and we'll throw those in the CD player and give them a listen. Some are great, some not so much, but it's always fun to check out what they got.
Now you're going to get a ton of CDs staying there. You're going to be listening to shitty music all week.
Oh, we got a huge collection of CDs we've picked up on the road.
How clean is the van?
Right now it's all right. I just cleaned it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go through periods.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think this has been the cleanest vehicle tour I've been on.
Yeah. Well, it's because we're not all in one.
Maybe
We're
that's
separated.
it.
That should just be clarified that it's clean and that there's not a lot of stuff in it, but I pretty much sweat out 3 or 4 liters a day.
Oh, yeah.
There's no waste.
No air conditioning and.
But I got a mattress and I got a bed, like a mattress cover, and then sheets over top of that. So we got 3 layers of separation between sweat and mattress.
You should almost put one of those P-wraps too.
P-wraps,
That
yeah.
would be a good sweat.
It is hot. It's
Just in
hot in the
case
van.
you don't make it to a gas station in time.
Yeah.
It's $100.
Can't find the sheets.
All right. Always keep a healthy stock of wide-mouth water bottles that are empty in the back
In case
seat.
we gotta pee on the road, yeah.
Nice drugs. Hit the road, boys.
How often you guys... Asshole. How often you guys get recognized?
We've been on a real good streak lately.
Yeah.
Every night we've gone out for supper, we've had at least one person come up and say hello, or hey, we're going to be at your show tonight, or so more often these days. More here too.
Yeah, I'd say.
More in the States than in Canada.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
How about in Europe?
Yeah, I mean, like the night of the show, yeah, if you're walking around,
We're nearby the
you get
venue,
stopped
yeah.
quite a bit by people, but not, I don't know, not like
But in this-
5 miles down the road or something. So I'm like, is this a Dead's house? No, it's more a little closer to the venue, yeah.
Yeah, the States has been a lot more. Me and Nate came down in April around Asheville, and I was playing some shows, and Nate was playing along, and someone came up to him after and was like, "Are you?"
No, he's like, you
No.
sound a lot like this band called the Dead South. It's like, are you familiar? I'm like, yeah, I am. It's like, I'm in the band. Like, oh man, no way. Like, and that was incredible for us because we were just down there playing tunes at the show. Just heard myself. So someone's like, yeah, you remind me of this band from the Dead South. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Who is the most annoying person in the band?
The most annoying person in
Most
the band?
annoying?
Yeah.
Depends.
man.
Is this post-show or pre-show?
Well, we're going to do both, obviously. Rhubarb's raising his hand over there.
Rhubarb? No, Rhubarb's not the most annoying.
Rhubarb's the Zen master.
Everything good? You guys all right? Okay. So that's how zen he is, yeah.
A milkshake or something? Root beer float?
Beer floats? Floats all around.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of things. Are we hungry? Are we tired? Are we full of energy? Are we drunk? Are we stoned?
Are we late? Are we?
So you guys don't get on each other's nerves that much, then?
No, not
don't
so
think
Not
much.
for
There's just
cramping up in a van and...
yeah, there's just moments, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it.
Cool.
And usually moments I find it's all personal. Like, I might get annoyed at something, but it's like, am I tired? Am I hungry?
Was I drinking a lot last night?
Yeah.
How do I feel today, actually?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's most of the time like your annoyances with other people are really your own reflection of yourself.
Just projections.
They are just projections, really.
Insightful. The famous video with 24, I think you said, million views? Was that around there? 26?
26 now?
The rainbow shot. Is that real?
By chance. It's
Real?
real, man.
Okay.
Nothing about that video was fake.
Yeah.
We did every
single
location.
background is real.
We did that shitty dance 200 times probably
Yeah.
in a row. Nothing about that was fake.
So does it get old doing that on stage?
Yeah,
No, well,
I love it.
I think it's awesome to do on stage. Like we get that moment to just drink some beer, you know, just like dance around a little bit. Yeah. It's actually a good break for
It's my little break.
Yeah, we don't have to play an instrument.
do
We just
that.
kind of like move our arms and feet a little bit.
Only got to sing 2 verses. It's
Crack open a few beers.
Exactly. Yeah.
The best is watching the audience and how excited they get. And my favorite is you always see someone in the audience like trying to
do it.
dance and they're so offbeat, but they're just like doing these awkward offbeat tempo weird versions of like, you'd think it'd be easy enough to do that move, but some people just like can't do it. It's so funny.
Tell me some weird fan things. I'm sure you guys hear from fans and obviously get to meet them. Any weird stuff?
Well, not that this is particularly weird, but our first show in Kentucky, this guy came with these like amazing portraits of each one of us, and like they were very well done. But
Yeah, they were.
For me, it's like it's like a really surreal thing to think about somebody who I didn't know drawing. Yeah, and it's like
They were beautiful.
beautiful, like, really well done.
Pictures of each of us. We got a photo of us holding ourselves,
There's been a
and then we gave it back.
There's been a few moments like that. Like in Germany, we had a gal came and baked us this big cake, and then she also made these little stick people. It was like a stick with a little cake ball on the top of it, designed as each of our faces with little hats on it.
So we had
and
to
little
eat
characters. And, yeah. So we've been gifted a few funny little things like that.
And not that this is a weird fan thing, but we found out last spring maybe that there's this grocery chain or this meat company in Moldova that ripped off the music video for In Hell I'll Be a Good Company and made a TV commercial out of it.
Really?
We
Yeah.
dressed up.
They dressed up just like
Same
us, but
instruments.
it's not us. Yeah, and
Really?
the song is like the exact same, but they just changed a little bit of the melody, and they were singing in Moldovan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a bit of like a
That's all. Well, it's not awesome, but kind of.
But I mean, like,
flattering.
it's not awesome. Like,
I thought it was
we were just kind of intrigued by like, what the shit?
What's the weirdest thing you've seen at a show?
Well, I don't know if it's the weirdest, but like, you know, I remember the first time that we had a mosh pit going. I remember the first time that we had people crowd surfing. But not too long ago, we were playing Yellowknife, and there was a chick fight right at the front of the stage. Yeah, they were just going at it. And the security comes and rushes in, and you just look, and these girls are just bleeding. I'm like, wow.
We're just playing. You have to just keep playing the song, like not stare at it. You know, okay, let's go on.
Yeah. Not just an all-out brawl fist fight, but just 2 chicks going at it. Just, yeah.
Awesome.
Besides that, weirdest thing, somebody crying.
Yeah? And tears of joy, or just...
Yeah, we were playing in Lethbridge a long time ago. There was this older lady at the front, and she was just crying and just kept going like this. And I couldn't look at her. I was like, this is too weird. This is too weird.
loving it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for taking the time and putting on an awesome show last night. And hanging out with us.
Thanks for coming. Pleasure.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man.